Queen Elizabeth II, the longest reigning monarch in British history, was more than just a figurehead. She became a living symbol of continuity, grace, and quiet power through some of the most turbulent and transformative moments of the 20th and 21st centuries. Her story is not just the tale of a queen, but a reflection of how duty, restraint, and steadfast leadership can shape a nation, influence the world, and inspire generations. Born on April 21, 1926, as Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor, she was not originally destined to be queen. Her father, King George VI, only ascended the throne after the abdication of his brother, King Edward VIII. This twist of fate placed young Elizabeth directly in line for the crown. Her early years were marked by the looming threat and eventual outbreak of World War II. As a teenager during the war, she made her first public radio address in 1940, speaking to children who had been evacuated from their homes. That moment would set the tone for a lifetime of public service. In 1952, at just 25 years old, Elizabeth became queen following the death of her father. Her coronation was broadcast to millions, making her the first monarch crowned on live television, a move that symbolized her willingness to embrace change while preserving tradition. Her reign spanned over 7 decades, encompassing an era of profound transformation, from the decline of the British Empire to the rise of a new multicultural modern Britain, from the Cold War to the digital age. Throughout it all, Queen Elizabeth maintained a steady, apolitical presence. She met weekly with prime ministers, 15 in total, from Winston Churchill to Liz Truss, and provided a sense of stability regardless of the political winds. Though her powers were largely symbolic, her influence was not. Her presence offered reassurance during times of crisis, including economic recessions, terrorist attacks, and global pandemics. She addressed her nation during major tragedies and historic celebrations alike, always striking the right tone, never too much, never too little. One of her most remarkable qualities was her devotion to duty. She rarely missed public engagements, often attending hundreds of them annually, well into her later years. Her sense of responsibility extended beyond Britain. As the head of the Commonwealth, she was a unifying figure for over 50 countries, many of which had emerged from the shadow of colonialism. She visited more than 100 nations during her reign, becoming a familiar and respected figure across continents. In many African, Caribbean, and Asian nations, she was seen both as a symbol of the past and a link to a shared, complex history. Her personal life was not without challenges. The royal family endured scrutiny, scandals, and intense media attention. The marriage of her children, especially Prince Charles and Princess Diana, brought the monarchy under unprecedented pressure. The death of Diana in 1997 sparked a moment of national grief and criticism, and many questioned the royal family's relevance. Yet Queen Elizabeth weathered these storms with characteristic composure. Her decision to address the nation directly after Diana's death marked a pivotal moment of empathy and adaptation that helped restore public trust. As she aged, her role evolved. She began delegating more duties to younger members of the royal family, but her presence remained central. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, her rare televised message in April 2020 brought comfort to millions. "We will meet again," she said, a simple phrase that resonated across a world in lockdown. Her passing in September 2022 marked the end of an era. Tributes poured in from every corner of the globe, from presidents and prime ministers to everyday citizens. Her funeral, watched by billions, was a final testament to the respect she had earned over a lifetime of quiet leadership. So what is the lesson from Queen Elizabeth II's life? It is a reminder that leadership is not always loud, that power does not always require dominance, that respect is not commanded by force, but earned through consistency, humility, and grace. Her reign teaches us the value of duty over desire, of restraint over reaction, and of perseverance through change. She showed us that it's possible to adapt without losing who you are, to evolve while remaining grounded in principles. In a world often driven by fast change and loud personalities, Queen Elizabeth stood as a pillar of calm resolve. Her story encourages each of us to consider how we serve others, how we carry ourselves through life's storms, and how we leave behind a legacy of integrity. If this story moved you, taught you something new, or made you reflect on leadership and legacy, I encourage you to like this post, share it with someone who would appreciate it, and drop a comment with your thoughts. Let's keep this memory alive and learn from a life that truly made history.